gonna do, not true. We're just gonna do some stand-up. My name is Laufey Haralds, and with me is Mette Kousholt. And she is gonna come on in a moment. Isa, is her song ready? Yes, here comes Mette Kousholt!
To be here. So good to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'm having a lovely time already. Oh, I've really been looking forward to this. I bought a new dress. Ooh. Just for the occasion. My boyfriend, the first time he saw this dress, what he said was, "Is that not a maternity dress?" I said it could be. If you play a chord, right? Did you like the song? Yeah, it's okay. You had to make up your mind, but yes, you did. Good consensus. We like the song. It's such a great song, guys. If you don't speak Danish already, seriously, guys, learn Danish, if only just to hear this song. It's such a good song. It's from a Danish family film franchise, and I would argue, spiritual and philosophical tradition. The Danes in the room laughing. Yes, it's this boy singing. He's called Krumme. But the Danish language, it's so versatile, guys. So Krumme also means is crumb. So you can think of me as a delicious piece of Danish pastry. Cinnamon snail, perhaps. Cinnamon snail with chocolate. Or tall snail, or a Wednesday snail. That's a big one. I don't have to tell you that, do I? He knows. Yes, lovely Danish pastry filled to the brim with mixed, sometimes confusing metaphors. There we go. We're ready. Okay. The reason I chose the song is it's a really good song, and I really try and I've been listening to it a lot since the message. I decided the song is a theme of the show. Get ready. Yeah. So he starts out. I'll walk you through the song. He starts out, boom, hard emotions. It's so hard. So hard. Being 11 years old. So hard. I'm like, you're a middle-class white guy. You'll be fine. No, he goes on to say though. It's so hard to be 11 because there's so much you don't understand, which I think is quite astute and quite intelligent for such a young age, right? Like when I was that age, the main thing I was thinking, worrying about, was whether I was getting too old to listen to the Spice Girls. Where you're never too old to listen to the Spice Girls, right? Just as a side, do you want to have a guess maybe as to which one I wanted to be? Who do you think I wanted to be? Anyone? Scary? No. Ginger. Ginger's a very common, good try. It's a very common answer. Is the basic one actually? The real answer, guys, who I wanted to be, the manager. managed, you know, all the sweet, sweet money. None of the eating disorders. Get to wear flat shoes. What a life! The next line of the song, it's a hard thing to learn. So many things you don't understand. Oh, this one. Are you sitting down? Next one. Oh, it'll blow your mind. Why do all adults look as if everything hurts? Does that not hit you right in the gut? Oh my God. He goes on to say, when I am an adult, I'm gonna have so much fun, all the fun. There's only one guy I have to clear that with. That guy's me. But we know, because we're adults, all of us hopefully, we know it's not how things work. Unless you're a sociopath. Perhaps a middle-class white guy. There we go. Yes, but I do appreciate the message, and I think it's something we should all try and just have more fun, right? I want to try and emulate that in my life. And I'll tell you a bit where I am now in my life. This thing happened to me recently that I consider to be a metaphor for my life. I was in the swimming pool. Lørdags løp, represent. And I was going into the showers, and there was no hot water coming out of the showers, just cold water. And so this woman comes up to me. She says hi. I say hi, but in my head I spelled it H-E-J the right way. Yeah. Everyone, okay, we're all that good. And so, I'm a language joke. So she talks to me in Icelandic, and my Icelandic is good enough that I get what she's saying. My Icelandic's not good enough for me to let her know that I get what she's saying. And so all I end up saying, all I can convey to her is just, "Skilniki." I don't understand. And I consider that to be a metaphor for my life in the sense that I'm cold, I'm naked, I get what's going on, but I just don't understand. And so I've figured out what it is I want to be, who I want to be. Come up with what and who that is. 2 words. I want to share with you guys if you're ready. If you want to hear it? Yeah. Sweet. Okay. 2 words. Ravenclaw, Kanye. I am nailing Ravenclaw, guys. I'm so clever. I know how to spell the word Q. Because you think you just need the 1 letter, don't you? There's 4 more. I know all of them. I don't understand what the last 4 letters do, though. I have an idea. I think there might be queuing. That's how we did the show. People applauded, but yeah. Thank you. It's hydrating. Yes, it's the Kanye part that I'm working on. The Kanye part. I really want to be like Kanye West. I want Kanye West's life. I want to fuck Kim Kardashian. That's not it. It's not it. It's confidence. It's confidence I'm working on. I really want this confidence and this sense that everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be great. And I think these things, they start in childhood, don't they? Start in childhood. So that's why I have this theory I've developed that where you grow up, it influences how you see the world, how you see yourself and your place in the world. So that's why I really envy kids who get to grow up here in Iceland, because even in Reykjavík, you see mountains, water, fucking nature. Oh. someone has an active volcano on their property. Isn't that amazing? I sometimes, about once a month, maybe, I feel like I have an active volcano on my property. And I can make a man shake. You catch my drift? What was I going to say about the volcano? Oh yeah, so what you learn growing up in Iceland is the world is big, beautiful, magnificent, adventurous. I love the proverbs. I said it wrong the other day. Proverbs. You know what that means? Sayings, right? What sayings you guys have in Iceland? Talk to my favorite ones. First one. Everything is edible. If you really want it to be. When life gives you a rotten shark, make Chardonnay. The world's most disgusting kombucha. Trick your enemies into drinking it. Revenge! Third one. It's my favorite one. I think you guys are really gonna know this one really well. Time waits for every man. That's a joke about you guys' appalling time management skills. How about you? I grew up in a suburb of Copenhagen, and I didn't really get a sense of a big and adventurous world. So what I could see from my house growing up, to the one side, a hospital. Good to have nearby if I want to be pregnant, if I want to be fighting. I'm just not a very violent person. The closest I got was once my girlfriends went to a nightclub and they got into a fist fight with some Eastern European sex workers. And you learn a lot about yourself in these situations, don't you? So I learned that I will not take a punch for you. But I will hold your shoes. I feel that's also a very important role. Because you can't fight with heels. I mean, you can fight with heels. You can't fight wearing heels, you know? You need the balance. So, I've never been pregnant either. That's more luck than anything. One side of my house, a hospital. The other side of my house, a graveyard. And so, in between those two views, I sort of saw my life in the suburb mapped out in front of me. You're born here, you're gonna die here. Struck it. Life is great and boring. I don't really have a punchline. I still to this day, I don't say that I've moved from the suburb, but I do say that I escaped the suburb. So I'm very glad Oh yes, there we go. That's a very good bit coming up. Can't forget that. So it was a safe place. I grew up in the suburb. Hallow, if you know it. Do you know it?
Born and raised.
Oh, fuck. I mean, it was not a big woo, so appropriate. Yes, so it was a safe place, but it didn't actually give me, like, confidence and, like, you go get the world attitude, right? So when I started kindergarten, we're about a year, maybe a bit less, in Denmark when we start kindergarten. And the kindergarten teachers, they wanted a picture of me, because I was a sexy baby. And my parents, for context, I am child number 3. And my parents did say that they wanted me. They did say that I was planned. But I am born exactly 9 months after that weird, boring drunk period between Christmas and New Year's. Make with that information what you will. They wanted a picture of me, but my parents didn't have one. Could they have taken one? Sure, yeah, they could. It's your child. What they did was, they gave them a picture of my sister. Who was 7? Bit of a risk. And if you think that story is bad, consider this. Why do I know the story? They did not want me to be confident. So, yes, there we go. So there's a lot of things I struggle with. Veganism. And the vegans? Yeah, tentative. Okay, sweet. Sweet. I struggle with it because around the period, I do get a craving for eggs. It's as if my body's operating in a one-out, one-in system. I'll tell you my favorite vegan joke, though. I like my cows how I like my men. Alive. Not just me then, good. The thing about that joke, I am the vegan in that joke. That's not the way they normally go. I've not eaten meat or dairy for about a decade. The diet is not the problem for me. What I struggle with is other vegans. I should specify. I should be more precise. Hashtag not all vegans. You know. Some vegans in all vegan-only Facebook groups. It becomes this competition of who can be the veganest vegan. It's like a beauty pageant where, you know, they all want to end world hunger and they all want to save the animals, and they will cut you to win. If it were a beauty pageant, though, it'd be a vegan pageant. It would be a really boring talent part. Because everyone would just be weaving dream catchers, speed reading ingredients lists. Also, I find it a bit odd. I mean, I find it curious that you would identify with or make it part of your identity something that you don't do, rather than something you do. Because there's so many things I don't do. I've never been to space. I don't call myself an astronaut. I get it, but I don't understand. I think a lot about serial killers.
Okay.
Key change. Listen to a lot of true crime podcasts, and I used to, when I did this bit before, I used to ask the audience members how they would prefer to be murdered. Until someone said, soon? Not qualified to have that conversation. So I had to stop it. And I think I would want to be murdered by someone like Dennis Nilsson. Oh, you're a fan. I mean, he targeted gay men, so I'm not his type. But what he did do after he murdered someone, his victims, he would just have them around. Like watch TV, hang out. And I just like the idea that even after my death, I'm appreciated. I just want someone to want to hang out with me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm working on confidence. My boyfriend came to see the show the other day. He laughed so hard at that joke. I don't know how to interpret it. Everyone's waiting for me at home. I'm working on confidence. And I do think that it's been good for my confidence to move here. Actually, I moved to Iceland. I moved here last year. I moved here because my boyfriend had to come here, had to move here. And I would say that I chose to move here with him. But I don't actually believe in free will. The reason I don't is because, seriously guys, I played so much Sims. A lot of Sims. I just love creating these little versions of myself. I'll share this with you. When I didn't keep a diary as a kid or as a teenager, but what I would do if I liked someone is I would create a little version of them and then me. It's cute, right? Until my siblings found out. Absolute hell. After that. So I stopped doing that. So if you're not too familiar with The Sims, they have this feature called free will. Well, they introduced it at some point, where basically based on the Sims, the simulated humans' personality that you choose and their needs. Do they have to use the toilet or like whatever? Are they hungry? They could sort of come up with a task to do. But you, me guy, I am the higher power. I could just not let them have any free will at all, can I? Just decide what they want to do. So, my quick think about this. Are the Sims like us? Or are we like the Sims? What I'm trying to say is, guys, I am 30. I've not had a baby that I know of. And this is just a little version of my little thing inside of me, a higher power inside of me that wants to create a little version of itself. So I had to go here. This baby juice fountain was heading north. I have found a thing that is, it's going well, I feel, with the confidence thing. And I've thought of a thing that really helps. It's really done a lot for my confidence. I actually brought it today if you want to see it. Yeah! Good, because I plan to show it. A couple of minutes I had to fill, if not. Here we go. Oh. Ooh. I'm wearing penis underpants. Penis not included. I keep mine at home.
Me too.
He doesn't like that joke. I have a name. I like wearing these, especially to do stand-up comedy, because they give me too much confidence, I'd say. Like the other day, I found myself writing a movie review that no one asked for. The thing about Little Women, they're average-sized women. If you're like me, it's actually just nice to. It's really hot up here. If you're like me, and you don't have a penis, but you've not tried these guys on yet. I mean, not these specific guys. The concept. If you've not tried these on, get on it. Game fucking changer. Someone's a fan. It's like putting on a diaper. Of privilege. Yum. So good, guys. So good. A man spread it all the way here. I didn't even take the bus, I just walked real funny. Yeah, it is going well. So I've designed this test for myself. A little game to test my confidence, because one of the main things about having confidence is being able to take an insult without crying, yes? So that is a game, and I am going to need a volunteer from the audience. Okay, you're a bit far away. Could I get someone in the front row, ideally? Someone with a penis, ideally. No. Okay, sweet. We'll pretend you have a penis. Could you hold the whole thing? Sweet. And then I'm just going to have to get you to read out. The insults.
Just all of them.
One at a time.
Okay. You look like someone who would get a tattoo of a celebrity who we will find out in 10 years is a sex offender.
Don't say that about Kermit. Does that happen to one of you? That's me. I want to hear more, but we're on a schedule.
You smell like someone who makes their own deodorant and toothpastes.
I don't anymore. I have a job, actually.
You seem like the type of person who would wear "This is what a feminist looks like" t-shirt that was made by a 12-year-old in Sri Lanka who's just come back from her 1 hour of maternity leave.
Just empowering women by employing them. Sorry. Last one.
Oops, there's two left.
Oh, second. Penultimate.
You seem like the type of person who would include their Hogwarts house in their Twitter bio.
Ravenclaw for life.
I would have sex with you if you were the last person on earth that had wear a condom.
That's just really offensive. It's surprisingly hard to get people to insult you. And I spent a lot of time on Facebook, so I really thought it would be more easy. So one time I really had to bang someone in the audience, like, you fucking insult me. And all she could come up with was, "Du Danny!" You're Danish. That's just a fact here, but. Thank you so much. Give this woman a round of applause. Okay, and before I hand the microphone over to sweet Laufey, I'm going to share. That's unexpected. Can share the main thing I think is the reason why it's really helping my confidence to live here in Iceland. See, after a show like this, which has been amazing, you guys have been really good. Thanks so much for coming out. After a good show, in English, I'd say, thank you. Thank you so much. In Danish, I'd say tack. Maybe 1000 tack. 1,000 thank yous. But what would I say here in Iceland? Tack för mig. It's been such a pleasure for you to watch me perform. And no, it's been such a great time. Can you thank you so much for me? That's what I meant. I forgot to translate. Yeah, can we just give a big hand to Laufey Haralds?